What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more College Football Coach Edition, Career Edition, here in episode 10. And we're getting ready to start the 2027 season. And we have the 67th ranked recruiting class coming in at 245. We are projected to finish 83rd in the country, which is good for 11th in the Southern Conference with a record of 2-10. And we're starting sophomore quarterback Marquise Archie and Deion Lilly back for his senior season. Loren Nelson also back for his senior season. He's more of a third down power back guy anyway, though. But Dominic Leach is back for his junior year. And then we have our top recruit, true freshman Aaron Robertson. Jonathan Lynch back as well. So we have a much better team than we've had so far, but I still think we're a couple years away from really competing. So let's go ahead and jump into this here. At South Mississippi, 110. Definitely think we can start the year with a win. And we do 33-3, so a big win for us. We go 1-0. Now, week 2 versus Colorado State, probably the first big test of the season. And we get the win 20-14. A couple injuries. So now we'll go against Tennessee Central. Should be a win. It is. We are 3-0, so we go 3-0 in non-conference play this year. But our first conference game is at Florida, the number 2 team in the country. So I don't expect that to go well. And we lose 31-14, so it's closer than I thought it would be. But we do get our first loss of the season. Through 4 games, Marquise Archie, 565 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick. Senior running back Deion Lilly, 392, 5 touchdowns on the ground. Pretty good for him. 264 and 3 for Nelson. So we have 8 rushing touchdowns through the first 4 games. Junior receiver Dominic Leach, 248, 31 catches. Robertson, 15 catches, 75 yards. Lynch, 8 for 59. So we're definitely doing it through the run game. Although tight end Griffin Brewer, 4 touchdowns for him. That's pretty good. Definitely a high for us. And we're not going to really look at the defense yet. So let's now jump into week 5, taking on South Carolina. Definitely a winnable game. It's at home. But we do lose it 34-13, so we fall to 3-2 on the year. And now at the halfway point, we're hosting Georgia. Another game we could win, but it could go either way. And we get the loss. We're just not quite ready to win those close games, it seems like. So now week number 7. Hosting Kentucky, but they're 18th ranked, so it's probably not going to go well for us. And we lose 4 in a row. We fall to 3-4 on the year. Now let's go to week 8. We're hosting Mississippi State. Hopefully we can get back in the win column. And we do with a 34-24 win. So now 2/3 of the way through the season. And we are 10th in conference with a 1-4 conference record, 4-4 overall. So we're on pace to hopefully make our first bowl game. Marquise Archie through 8 games, 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns, 3 picks. So he's having a pretty good season. Deion Lilly, 708 yards, 7 touchdowns. He's on pace for 1,000. 433 and 4 for Nelson. Dominic Leach, 342 receiving yards. Robertson, 132, no touchdowns. So I'm assuming all of those touchdowns must be to Brewer. Yeah, he has 7 touchdowns. So he's doing pretty good. Take a quick look here at the defense. Couple sacks for Hayden, 3 for Neal, the junior. Bozeman, the sophomore, 1 sack. No sacks for Woods. Landrum, 56 tackles. Noah Ward, the senior, has 47 tackles. Elijah McWilliams, he's playing for an injured player, as our defense is pretty banged up, so that would explain why we've lost 4 in a row before this last week. So let's close out the season here. Week 9, we're at Alabama. And we lose 37-3, so we fall to 4-5. We definitely got to win 2 out of 3. 2 of our last 3 if we want to try to make a bowl game. It's not going to be an easy task when the next 2 teams are ranked, and we fall to Auburn as well, so we're 4-6. Pretty much have to win out to make a bowl game, and it's not going to be good because Ole Miss is number 5, and we're on the road against them in week 11. And we lose, so we fall to 4-7, knocking us out of bowl contention. So let's try to close the season with a win against Arkansas. And we cannot, so we end up losing, starting the year 3-0, and we end up going 1-8 in conference. That is not good. I think there were a lot of injuries, though, but still, you like to do a little better than that if you can. Let's take a look at the final stats. Marquise Archie, just under 2,000 passing yards, 12 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. So he had a pretty good season, especially for a team where we run the ball. Deion Lilly, though, does not get to 1,000 yards, 991, 8 rushing touchdowns. Lauren Nelson, 563 and 5 touchdowns. So you think maybe Lilly might have gotten injured. Dominique Leach, 538, did not get a touchdown. Robertson, 242, no touchdowns. Jonathan Lynch, 368, did have a couple. Griffin Brewer, 692 yards, 9 touchdowns. And then freshman kicker Tom Reed, 517. That's not very good. Might have to bring in a new kicker. Theo Hayden had 3 sacks, the true freshman. Sophomore Jake Campbell, 5 sacks. That's good to see. Pedro Neal had 5 sacks, and Bozeman with a couple. So the D-line could be better. Certainly could have been worse. Charlie Landrum, 87 tackles for the junior. Calvin Harris, 59. And then Noah Ward, 84. So respectable play. Definitely were some injuries there. True freshman Emmanuel Stewart, no interceptions. Definitely a lot of injuries in the secondary as well. 1 pick for Joe Daniel. Andre Logan, a couple picks. Those guys aren't starters. Like I said, our starters must have gotten injured. Patrick Bell, 1 pick. No picks for Jeffrey Willis. So, yeah, that would explain the collapse, I suppose, when 3/4 of your defense is injured. But, it happens. The offense wasn't really there either. Seemed like we relied pretty much on our tight end and our running game. Eddie Pope gets Offensive Player of the Year for Washington. Defensive Player of the Year goes to corner Cornelius Hall of Colorado. Coach of the Year, Terrell Harris leads South Bend. Freshman of the Year goes to Brogan Love of FT Fort Worth. Must be Fort Worth, I'm assuming. Let's take a look at the All-American team. Still waiting for our first All-American. All-freshman team did not get anyone either. See if we have any all-conference players. A lot of LSU guys. I can't really think of anyone really standing out for us this year. Yeah, we had no one. So Oklahoma wins the national championship, defeating Penn State 14-10. And we finished 81st at 4-8. We did exceed expectations. So we go up one to 69 prestige. Slowly but surely working up there. 4 years left on our deal. And we have some coaching offers, but we're going to decline them. I like where we're at. I think we're in the midst of building something special here. No transfers. Okay, so we're losing Dion Lilly and Lauren Nelson, probably our two biggest guys. Griffin Brewer's going. He didn't really do anything until this year, though, so not too worried about losing him. So our O-line is actually looking pretty good this year. Carlos Gallagher, a 92 player, could definitely get drafted. We're going to go ahead and take Devin Richard for 86. We don't have a whole ton of budget money here, but we definitely need a new running back as both our starters are gone. And we have no one, so we're going to have to get someone to start right away. So we're going to go ahead and get Derek Wesley, a 4-star recruit. We're going to spend the money so we have someone right away. It's going to take up a lot of our money, but we kind of needed to do it. We have a respectable tight end, so we're not going to spend a whole lot of money on tight end this year. Cam Todd for $13. Same at linebacker, Bo McCoy. We have a couple guys that can really fill in for us. O-line, again, we're not going to go very expensive. Denzel Ward, $22. I would like to bring in a receiver. Actually, let's take a look at quarterback, see if there's no real cheap route. Cole Stone. We'll try cornerback. Will Elliott for $70. That's pretty cheap. 3-star recruit. Quarterback, like I said, though, is kind of a big need. Wesley will start right away for us. Kickers, we don't really have anyone good. D-line, we could use somebody. Linebacking, we could use somebody. Corner, we could use somebody. How did safety look? I just looked and I already... Yeah, we could use a safety as well. We don't have too much money yet, though. DK Gunn, that's cheap. He's only 2-star, but... Jared Singleton, 77. Leaves us enough money for like one really good player, I suppose. Get Marquise Hart for 86. See what we can get for wide receiver. Nothing really. Lucas Cobb for 11. And then we have $36 left over. Could bring in a 3-star kicker if we wanted to. Or a 3-star tight end. Let's bring in a 3-star tight end. Warren Armstrong. He's 36. Maybe he'll be better. So that'll do it for our recruiting class. Again, we're kind of hampered with not having a lot of money because our prestige is so low. But as we build, it will get better. And we actually have a pretty good class, 46th ranked recruiting class. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. If you went on to enjoy it, please do smash that like button down below. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for more College Football Coach Career Edition. Just another update quick. A's franchise and Buccaneers franchise. A's will be coming back next week. Bucks will be starting next week. Till then, though, I'll have these through the weekend. Hopefully, we can wrap this up pretty soon. Otherwise, I'll post these the same day, so we'll do 2 videos, I guess, till we get this wrapped up. But I didn't anticipate it taking as long as it has, but it has taken quite a while. But I appreciate you guys sticking with me, and the Bucks and A's will be coming next week. So thanks for watching, guys. As always, till next time, peace.